Alright guys, now I'm a poem writer and I know that lots of people online like listen to poems. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful work of art and I write poems and I like to put them on YouTube. Now, really, it's my first time actually putting it on YouTube, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Um, do comments. I just have to find it. I have it on Facebook. I have quite a few uh, poems on Facebook. Well, not really poems. Some of them are just pieces of the sort, like, doesn't rhyme like a poem. Like, I got actual poems, but the one I'm gonna tell you is a really long, well, it's not that long, but it's a piece called Who Are You? It's about a girl. Well, not really a girl, like a guy, always judging girls, like, for what they did to him, and then he finds the perfect girl. So here we go. I did this about, when, 2 years ago? Yeah. You're about the shed of love that I spared for you. For that shed was my heart. It wasn't enough to fill your lust and loathe for the idea that you were my life. Though as you had the spark of the idea that this is truth, you finally came to notice that it wasn't. Day by day you become depressed in the pit of sorrow for the shed of my heart had been put out by the blackness of yours. You begin to become mad and search for the ashes of the shed and begin to cry. I notice this and think hard for what I have done. What have I done that what I've done had nothing to do with what she had done, for she had forsaken herself in the depths of despair. For she had put out that very shed that gave her the lustfulness to keep her alive. She comes to me and asks why I had only shed so little of my heart to her. I tell her it's just because I gave too much of my heart to many others before you, and they have done the same. But unlike you, they descend with a demonic grin on their faces, for they have succeeded their task. When I saw this, I wondered what had become of my thoughts. In the beginning, I thought you would be like the rest, for I had no reason not to believe other than the fact that I never judge a book by its cover. But in this case, I did. I do not know whether to accept this as a fault or a victory, but you have opened my eyes to see the world as it is now, not the world as it deceives so many to appear as. So as I realized this, I opened all of my heart to her, and we become one. She cries of joy, and I smile back. We embrace in a soft kiss of rehabilitation. Then I whisper in her ear, "Who are you?" It's like embarrassing, but hot girl. Alright, anyway, yeah, that's my first piece. I wrote that first, and actually, no, I began to write maybe when I was 6 years old. Now, the first piece I wrote when I was 6 years old is, I think it's on here. I wrote it up here. This is funny. It's called For Emmy. This girl, like, when I was 6 years old. Okay. Zombies, they are horrific creatures. Fountains, she wanted it about zombies and fountains. So zombies, they are horrific creatures. Fountains, they are horrific watering places. Both objects are horrific in common. I hate them both. For I don't know why someone would like such a thing, though I dedicate this to thee. Zombies will be the downfall of us, and the fountains will be our last resort. And even though I hate fountains, I will drink from them until they are dried out. And when the water runs out, the zombies are about to kill me, like the zombies are about, I'll cry for you. I'll cry for your lust, for I will be alone in the dark. I will wait in eternity until the zombies find me. And when they do, I will die 1,000 deaths. That's all I can think of. Now, the reason I was so good with the words like V and stuff, I read a lot of books when I was 6 years old, like good books. I recommend, Pendragon. It has pretty good letters in there. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's my first piece. Now, this is for the people that are having trouble with relationships. Now, this really isn't about relationships, but I'm just gonna say I have one about here. It's called Fate. Now, just because a girl says no to you, or turns you down, throws them aside, it's not because it's you. It's because you weren't meant to be in the first place. It's fate. Fate brings us together. Here we go. For I sang my heart to her, told her to be mine. Though what good does this make if she doesn't feel the same thought of mine? For my lust runs deeply through the thought of this particular girl. She acts like she plays hard to get, but is she really acting? Maybe it is all truth, for I'm not the one to have her heart, for I'm the one to steal it. I cannot control the thought that she feels the same way, even though she has clearly proven she does not. Nonetheless, I continue to be amazed at how much she is the one for me now. The one for me, though. How can she be mine if I cannot be hers? I have foreseen her point of view of me as her view of the world. She has told me what she feels. What she tells me is painful for me as I tried my fullest, but not full enough, I guess. There is always the one who has slipped away by the uncontrollable force we call fate. For it is fate that chooses, and I believe that it has chose. For now, the shed of heart I gave into her is darkened away. She walks away with a demonic grin on her face. And my heart is scarred again, yet again. Now that, results to who are you? It's all fate. It binds us together, you know what I mean? So yeah, I got more poems. This is 6 minutes. I'm not gonna make it any longer, but comments and I'll put more because it's just I like writing poems. I like showing it on. I like telling it to people. So if you guys like it, comments and I'll make more for you guys because I have tons more. So yeah, glad you guys can hear this. Bye.